One. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Divine Brothers podcast. I don't know about you, Chase, but I'm hyped up. I'm hyped up because it's the World Cup. It's a time for everybody to remember America's not number one, that our sports are lesser, and that soccer is king. Yes, soccer is the choice of the world, and I'm just wondering, are you enjoying it? Are you enjoying partaking in the global phenomenon?
No, I just don't find it exciting. I watch the highlights. A cool goal's cool. I think there's some been awesome players. I just want to say that I watched the highlights of that. U. We get our suspended player back in. Trump shakes
As a
some.
Trump,
Yeah, but good for Trump. I like, fucking shady shit. Good, that's what you do. They
right?
were embarrassing.
Choked,
Like it
choked.
was, dude.
Yeah,
Did you watch that goal where the goalie runs out and tries to kick it and
pathetic,
hesitate? Pathetic is
pathetic.
the right word. I'm like,
Yeah,
you're not an
yeah,
athlete. I want to sit them out. You're not athletes. You're not getting paid. In fact, we might revoke your citizenship. This was embarrassing. Like you
yeah,
guaranteed that nobody will ever watch soccer in America because it's like you guys were awful. Like we could have found someone
yeah,
on the street. You just quit. You quit.
yeah.
They
It's
fucking. It
true.
was embarrassing. It's
It
disgusting.
was embarrassing. Sad day for America's 250. It was
Was
very
that 250 day?
drop of the ball. I think so. I
Oh
think
my
so.
God.
Yeah,
What happened? Remember Teddy Roosevelt, the fucking boxing people in the America
yeah,
won't tolerate a loser. Remember that mentality? Michael, it's all
yeah.
gone. Michael Jordan shit.
Totally
Yeah.
gone. Yeah. But I will say this. You mentioned the highlights, man. Soccer is the ultimate highlight sport. I am convinced that there is no need to watch a soccer game anymore. There is this Singapore company that's like they do YouTube videos so quick, like the
Yes.
second a game is over, they got the highlights up, 11 minutes. You only see the exciting bits. You know what I mean? And it's just so much better.
Well, that is
It's
the
so much
Amer
better. Like that. That's all I need. Just that
I,
11 minutes, and I'm done. You
I
know?
completely agree. It's
Yeah.
just the moments like you watch 90 plus minutes for one or two to one game, it's fucking awful. But if you can condense it to 10 minutes, beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's great. It's been good. I've been watching it, I was watching what was it, Belgium and Spain
Spain.
today, And so it's like it's 2-1, right? Like so you're gonna be watching 90 minutes to see three goals and so nah, man, just they show good attempts. It was like 11-minute video, and you see like there's the time going. It was great. I was like, oh, you know what? I'm into this now. I like
Well,
my 11-minute World Cup dose.
let
Yeah.
me ask you this. This is not me. I would never do this. And I see it
Yeah.
every time, like these attempts, these close misses, and the guys always have a dramatic reaction. Grab their hair. Oh, I'm just like, what do you fucking
Uh,
missed, motherfucker? Make the fucking shot. Like, what are you
it's a
doing acting out?
performance.
And yeah, I don't. It's
People
it,
like it.
it's pageantry. Like the rolling around on the ground for a foul. I'm like, what is this shit, dude? What is this, man?
But
Come on.
maybe that's what people like. Maybe they like the
What
performances, Like,
what
go ahead,
sports
go ahead.
don't change? Baseball, soccer. Why? Because it's
Mm,
non-contact. And it's
yeah,
just it's not a masculine thing. It's not a strength thing. It's a finesse thing. I appreciate it, but it's like it's just not for me. I want to see someone, severely injured. Yeah. It's just
yeah. I mean that does add a little bit of
yeah.
like if you went to the chariot race in ancient Rome, you wanted to see the chariot go down, man.
I'm
You wanted to
all
see a
about
guy.
I would front row. I would
Yeah.
be there, man. Absolutely. Yes.
That's how it works, man. It has been cool though. I will say, like, I'm low key rooting for Norway because they've got like clearly the most Viking human being that's ever been born
What do you
on their
think of
team.
that? I like him. He's 6'5". He's very good play. He's awesome, but he's
He's got such Neanderthal DNA.
he is
Like
hard to look at. He is a nice
he's
guy. He's a great player. I'm
yeah.
like, man, he is not attractive. That man is.
Yeah, it's so neat. Like he's got that Cro-Magnon man eyebrow, like that sort of thing. But yeah, yeah, everybody likes him, man. And dude, I got to tell you that row, the
It's cool.
Norway row, dude,
It's
that's
cool.
cool.
It's
That's
cool.
so cool. I wish I was part of Norway. I want to take part in the row. Like that. You embrace the Viking ID, and
But
that's
as an
what you do.
American, we could come up with something better than USA. We could come up with something super arrogant and
I
fun.
mean, USA is classic. It's
No,
classic. It's
no,
got
we
the
should come up with a
history.
chant that like we saved the world, we're better than you, fuck off and kiss our. We could
How
come
did
up with
how did you
something.
feel? All right, how about this? How did you feel about the Florida State? The chant. How'd you feel about that as a college football chant? Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
that's cool. I don't really know what the
yeah.
top one is. I'm not too sure. I mean,
I think that is the top one. I don't think
nah.
there are any others. Like that Norway shit was cool. That was cool. That was like, damn, that is like we are with this as a people. And
Yeah,
they're
they got
leading
the
it with the
drum that they're
club.
beating. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's pretty fucking awesome. Yeah,
yeah,
and you
yeah.
know what? The other
Meanwhile,
thing about Norway is the team's still 90% white. So I'm like, oh, it's actually
one of the only
Norway.
ones.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I was
know. It's like
watching.
it's nice to see that. Yeah.
I was looking at Belgium today. The whole team was black. I was like, oh, okay, there you go, Europe. Like I see how you're transforming, man. It was interesting. Interesting.
Yeah. That's for real. They've gone crazy on immigration and yeah, you can see it now. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm enjoying it. So they got England and Norway, and I just really want England to lose.
You are
I
British
just like,
though, man. You are from those islands. Those are your people. That's where you come
uh,
from.
nah, nah. First of all, their
Yeah.
team's black. They got one white guy who's
Nah, they got a couple
yeah,
wake up, but the thing with
a couple
England,
of them.
they've just disappointed me so much. To me, they are the modern day Roman Empire. Like you took over the
Yeah,
world, this tiny little island. Everyone speaks your language, and what do?
yeah,
You cut your balls off. You neuter
dude.
yourself.
I know something about history, and let me tell you something. So they're going up against Norway next. Like Norway, England. The Vikings kicked the shit out of England over and over and over again. It was like 400 years of Vikings kicking their ass. So I got Norway. I got Norway winning this one. We'll see what happens after that. It's probably going to be France and Norway, but let me tell you something, man. The Vikings fucked up France as well. So I'm hoping this is a return to form for the Viking people. Let's see them come up and kill everybody. I'm excited for it, genuinely.
Be great.
I want them to put it up. Put it up, cunt. Put it up. That's what I want.
Was watching some good old it wasn't Big Les, it's the Donnie and Clarence show. And he was
It's the
boxing
Tony and
Clarence.
Clarence. Tony and Clarence. Yeah.
Put him up, cunt. It was fantastic. I
It's
wish I
great.
could.
No, they chose the noises for the punches so well. Like they just perfectly painful punches. Pow. Oh man.
Wouldn't that be great if I was a UFC champ and I was drunk in an airport and I was like, put him up, cunt. Put him up to the security officer. It would be
Like Dustin Poirier wanted to
yes.
do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
except put him up, cunt. Be like, oh my God, Chase is just he can't handle
Yeah.
retirement, threatening to be calling everyone cunts. It'd be fantastic.
Have you
Fantastic.
ever been like in a bar situation where you could feel like fight's about to happen? You know what I mean? Oh, well, you were a bouncer. Yeah, never
Never
mind. Yeah.
the drunk the one or two times I was drunk, I don't remember it, but yeah, as a
Uh,
bouncer, and it was horrible, man. Actually, it wasn't that
uh,
bad because their reaction time was so slow. It was like, wow,
yeah.
being drunk really is a disadvantage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was with one Irish friend and one Vietnamese guy, and fights were I could feel like it was that attitude of put them up, con. Like you could tell they kind of wanted the fight. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and I did not dig that at all. It's like
What?
you want to fight? What? You're looking for this? Like it
Well,
was
that's the
interesting.
redeeming part of those islands. Like even the British, the Irish, they were tough people. They're fucking
Oh yeah.
tough. All right, put them up, motherfucker. Like I remember when I was in Ireland backpacking through there, I was in a grocery store standing in line, and these two, they must have been 16. They're like, fuck this, fuck that. And this guy, middle-aged man, overweight, smaller than walks, yeah, destroying the fucking English language. Say something again. Cuss again in front of these ladies. I'm like, God damn, man. He was ready to throw down there in
Yeah.
the I was like, damn, that was cool. It's badass.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
wouldn't put up with it.
That's apparently how Big Les started. Do you know the origins of Big Les?
No,
I
no.
saw a documentary
Mythical,
with the guy, like
really.
dude in it. He's just like just a normal looking dude. Like there's nothing special about him. And he was saying like when he was in high school and stuff, like some friends were like fighting like outside after school, like fighting, and this gigantic, like big dad came out of nowhere. And, he was wearing like the bit like a wife beater and like white hair and stuff, and he just picked him up, and he picked up both boys like they were nothing, and he was just like, "Are you constant?" And just tossed them into the car. And that was it. Like he was just like, it was the most amazing thing I'd ever seen. And that's where Big Les came from. I saw that guy, a dad intervening. I was like, oh shit.
That guy's a great,
It's
great story writer. I still that popcorn episode when they were in the movie
popcorn.
theater. That's
Yeah.
brilliant. Just be studied. The dialogue in that little short clip is beautiful.
There's a TV show you might actually enjoy. It's a horror comedy show called Widow's Bay. It's the best show I've seen in months and months. No, maybe years. It's really, really good. But they do a drug episode that is almost as good as Popcorn. But it was they nailed it. They nailed it perfectly. Like, yeah, they find like this magic mushroom that's like the most horrifying, like you will see the devil if you take this. Like the Native Americans called it like the hell mushroom and all that sort of stuff. And this guy's like, okay, I'll volunteer to take it to fight the ghost and blah 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 blah. And everyone's like, oh, good, 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 good. And then this one guy, and then like the awkward mayor realizes he's drunk the tea. He's drunk the wrong tea, and he oh God, that's just they nailed it. It was exactly what it's like. It was exactly what it's like to just be on a trip that has gone off the rails. It was perfect. Really, really well done. Yeah.
Yeah. Good shit, man. All right,
Yeah.
what's up next? What do we got to talk about?
Well, let's see here. Chase, you're a good man. You're somebody who works with people who are in need, and therefore I think you have an obligation to do things pro bono. I think that you're supposed to help people, and frankly, I think the fact you're paid for it is a little sinful. I think honestly, your services should be a right for
It,
the
it
people all around you.
it's interesting. So in the psychological code, they're like, we encourage pro bono work. And I remember being like, you encourage that? You pay me nothing and encourage that? You can go fuck yourself. That's always been my mindset toward it. Um,
Yeah,
there's this vet here. He cuts my hair. He's had some issues, but he's a nice guy. And I was like, dude, I'll write a report for you. I was gonna barter some haircuts from him, but I ended up just doing it for free. But it was for the connections. He's helped me out in a couple ways around.
sure, sure, sure.
It wasn't altruistic by any means. It was a little bit, but it was to help Chase out in
You're
certain
getting
ways.
something out of this.
I'm
Yeah,
looking at it as a new way because it bothered me before. Like, oh, you need to help out the poor. I'm like, no, I don't. I might do something for free if it benefits me indirectly. So now I think
right.
I'm finally seeing it clearly, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
it is interesting. So charity is a Western idea.
Really?
It does the concept of promo bono does not exist in China.
That doesn't
Does
surprise me.
not exist.
Smarter
You
than
have
us.
obligations,
Mhm.
right? Like you are expected to do things, but it's never done in the spirit of charity. Even when they talk about something like benevolence, like the idea of the emperor being good to the people, it's always done in a sense of you are expected to do this, not you're doing this out of the goodness of your heart, right? And this is why they abuse teachers a lot of the times because they'll say like, oh, you need to stay after work and work with this kid and stuff. Okay, are you going to pay me? No, it's just part of your job. I'm sorry, are those hours that you're just expected to do? You know what I mean? Like
Mm.
they conflate charity and expectation, and it leads to a very fucked up society where nothing is done from the heart, And even charity, man, like I have such a low opinion of like charity organizations because I've read so many corruption stories about just how they take everything. I remember there was this one on Fox News that was there all the time. It was called like Wounded Warriors Fund, or they used to have
What a
commercials.
joke. What a joke.
Dude, the whole thing was a scam. It was on Fox. Every commercial had it, and I can tell you it was a huge scandal. It was true, like billions of dollars, just all siphoned away by fuckers who were just taking it,
Have you ever
like
donated to a charity?
Never,
Yeah,
never.
neither have I. And you may
That's a
sound
really awful thing to admit. Like, I
no, no,
think
no,
that,
no, no, it's not. It's a proud thing. You
yeah.
should be proud of that. Every
I
single
have volunteered many times. I've
you don't have to
definitely
defend
given my
yourself.
time.
Don't worry. Nobody's
I feel
judging
like I
you.
have to. That's kind of bad. Yeah.
Every I have met 10 to 15 women, all women, maybe a couple weird men, but like, oh, this
Yeah.
charity I work for. And all of them, when you get to know them, they're like, oh, it's like a guilt thing. It's like a
Uh,
penance thing. It's like,
uh,
oh, my life's so good. I have to give back because I feel like bad. I'm like, you're doing this because you feel so you're a fucking selfish cunt. That's what it is. But you posture it in a way that everybody should do this. I'm like, oh, it's all bullshit. So no, I don't feel bad about it. Very rarely have I ever met anyone doing something out of the goodness of their heart. You know, like, and
if I,
if the goodness of your heart, it's usually very personal. Like, let me help this person out because I know them. Like that type of charity.
yes,
Yes.
that's what I was gonna say. Like, so if I was ever in a position of power or a position of wealth, then I would use my money to help those I love and those I care about. You know what I mean? Like for example, if I ever like won the lottery, I'd go up to Chase and I'd be like, "All right, Chase, time to retire." You know, I'd go up to mom and be like, "Mom, all right, and none of the, don't retire now." That sort of shit. You know, like you go to the people you care about, and that's who you take care of. You know. So I guess that's how I would express my charity. I don't like the idea of, I think this is probably the problem with taxes too. I don't like the idea of just surrendering your money and trusting somebody's going to use it wisely. You know, like
No.
just, yeah, take my
That
money and use it. You know,
bothers me
do
deeply.
it.
And the
Yeah.
expectation to give, like, oh, you should do, I'm like, don't ever tell me I should do something ever again. Like, I
You
don't
know,
like that.
it's something our grandfather lectured mom about. I saw it. Like, it's like, you need to give way more to charity. So you could tell it was like important to him. Like the idea of you
The
got to
tithe,
give stuff.
the 10%, this is this shit.
Old school mentality, and there's a nobility to it, but I think that we've lost trust in the
But
institutions.
but
So,
but we go back to the I helped out a vet that cuts my hair. It's like, I like the guy.
yeah,
I've heard his
yeah,
story. I'm like, yeah,
personal,
I'll help you out. I don't need it. Dude, it's
yeah,
fine. It's fine.
yeah,
Does it feel good? It's like, I don't fucking care if it doesn't really feel good or bad. It's just like, yeah, that's fine. Why not?
yeah,
Fuck it.
yeah.
Fuck it.
And like you said, there is an exchange in relationship. Like that. That's a useful
Yeah,
relationship.
yes. It was very there was selfish intentions there. So I had an interaction earlier this week with the doctor that works here, and it's just good when you really make somebody laugh hard, like they're not expect
Oh
like
yeah,
it's
it's a great
fantastic.
victory.
It's a great victory. And this doctor, he's like, Conrad, he thought that was my first name apparently, but he was like, listen, it's somebody I just, told him, we just need a good psychologist. You're a good psychologist, aren't you? I go, I'm a good looking psychologist. And
Yeah,
he totally went out of professional mode and just was literally crying in
it's,
tears. He was not
that's
expecting that in
that's
the break room.
probably the one joke he's had in his life for 5 years. He's just like,
He
oh
said this
God, it's
dead
something.
serious. This guy's got issues. He needs, I need a good, are you a good, you're a good psycho. I'm like, no, I'm a good looking psychologist. And he couldn't, it snapped him out of professional mode. I think it was healthy for him. It was good. It
I
was a
think you
good one,
cared,
man.
and thus proving you're a good psychologist.
Yeah. It's like fucking cured of your fucking professionalism. Good God. Yeah.
Dude, I try so hard to break professionalism anytime I'm hanging out
Oh,
with people I work.
any
I
time
try
I can,
hard.
immediately it's
Yeah.
broken. I fucking hate it. I hate that
Because
world. Hate it.
what happens always is that it just always goes into bitching and complaining. That's what they want to do, especially with the international staff. Like, let's talk about everything wrong with this place. Let's talk about everything wrong with this job. And I try my best to cut it off. And it makes me very likable. I felt my reputation go up this year because I kept it light and I shut the fuck up. I stopped saying anything. Like we were at a meeting the other day where we're all supposed to like tell us what you learned this year, blah blah blah. Kept it to 2 minutes, just like, yep, done. And then the a bitch three, Jesus, this bitch three rows down, she talked for 35 minutes,
Yeah, you're
and you
not
know
going to
what
get
she was
that.
just
Don't renew
bitching,
that contract. Don't renew it. Yeah.
bitching, bitching nonstop. It's just so okay, Chase. I got a question for you, man. So, how do you feel about you see somebody making a bad mistake, but you like them, they're your friend, and like uh, you want to offer. I want to offer somebody a critique, but the critique might be taken wrong. Like I could set it up all I want, but I still think maybe it could backfire. You ever been in this situation where you see somebody really fucking up and you want to offer a little advice, but you're like, maybe it's best not to say anything. You know what I mean?
I'm trying to come up with
I have two scenarios. I'll
yeah,
set up
that
for
would
you.
be helpful. Yeah, yeah.
So there's two. One is South African friend. He's an awkward guy, but he's a good guy. I like him. He's cool. He made a big social faux pas. We're in a meeting the other day, and the big principal is there, right? And
Tiger.
this principal, yeah, Tiger, he is fucking radiating bad chi. Like he is not in a good mood. He hasn't said anything, but I can feel it. Like somebody walks in, you're like, oh, they're not, they're not,
Fucking
they're not
eyes
happy.
low, mouth shut. That's right.
So, anyways, he's like, I'm sorry, guys, I got to leave early, that sort of shit. And one of the girls raises her hand and is like, hey, before you go, Tiger, here's one thing I'd like you to help with. He's like, okay. My friend, after that, like he's trying to get leave, he raises his hand and he directly tells Tiger, and he didn't look at it this way, but he criticized Tiger. He says, I need you to do this next year. And Tiger looked at him, didn't even acknowledge that he said anything, and walked out of the room, you know? And he's so awkward, my friend. He doesn't realize what he did. And I saw right then, Tiger just said, all right, I'm going to remember that. And the next time you need something, or the next time I got to let somebody go, you're on my list.
Hmm. Hmm.
It was just in China, you never publicly criticize the boss, even if it's not meant to be. Even if it's not, it's like the ultimate faux pas in China. You never publicly criticize somebody, you know? And I wanted to go up to him and tell him, like, dude, you can't do that shit. Like, that'll get you in fucking trouble if you do that stuff. But he's kind of an anxious guy. And I'm afraid if I told him that, he'd be up at night worried about, oh my God, do I have my job? Blah, 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 that sort of thing. So I decided to say nothing, you know. And the other one was my friend Danielle. She's super crazy liberal and she's got a little boy and,
God.
genderless.
Wrong place to be
Um,
fucking liberal.
he's like 4 years old. They let him wear dresses into kindergarten,
Dude, can
and
we
the other
put her
Chinese
down?
boys,
Can we put
the,
her
the
down?
Chinese boys
This
are
is
making fun of him,
this
and he
is
can't get any friends
this is
and
sick.
stuff. And she's just like, well, I don't know what to do. I'm not going to pressure him. He wants to wear dresses. I'm going to let him wear dresses, and all that. And I just wanted to tell her, like, I don't know, man. China, like, are you sure you want to do this in China? You know what I mean? And like, it's just,
So you didn't say anything there either.
no,
I
no.
it's both unique
Both
circumstances.
situations, I said nothing.
If it was me, the kid thing in China. If it was in America, I'm like, you're a fucking nut. Go ahead and fucking,
It's
cut your kid's
kindergarten.
dick off, whatever you want to do. But in
Kindergarten.
China, I'd be like, you're insane. Your sons will be suicidal and it will be your fault. Like, put him in normal clothes, tell him he's a fucking boy. He is in fucking China. Nobody else is gonna judge. He's gonna get his ass kicked. His life's gonna be horrible, and it's your fault. No
It's like
problem
the
saying that.
the other
No,
boys don't want to hang out with them. They don't
I
want to
wouldn't
talk to
either.
them.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
associate I wouldn't parents I would not talk with them. Like, stay away from that family. They're fucked. With your other buddy, I think that's unique because you've had a confrontation with Tiger where it's been a culture
Yeah,
clash
yeah,
where you thought you
yeah,
could
yeah.
speak your mind. I would do that one on one. He would be anxious, but he should probably apologize for that in private to the big man. And if he
Mm,
gets defensive with you, if it was in private, I'd be like, hey, I've had a run in. Listen, this is what I learned. This is what happened to me. So I suggest that you,
sure, sure. Yeah,
yeah,
that's a good way to
better
put it.
better to
Well
be
said. Well
aware
said.
and better to apologize and grovel in China than to just wait for the fucking axe. Yeah.
See, because again, like the thing I've learned this year is just stay low and keep it light,
Hey,
and
you
that's
know
it.
how hard
That's
it
it.
is for people to stay low, man? It's like it's almost impossible for most people to stay low. They can't do it. It's a
Well,
great
I can see
strategy.
it.
It works, but people just can't do it, including myself. I struggle to stay low sometimes. Yeah.
I feel you, brother. I feel you. But if you can make somebody laugh, I tell you what, that doctor you made laugh, yeah, he's gonna love you for the
So,
rest.
so is another
Dr.
interesting.
Conrad, that's one you can trust.
you're supposed to put in like when you leave to go somewhere, like you're supposed to, there's like a chain of command, but we don't really have a chain of command, but there
Mm.
you're supposed to. So this afternoon I'm gonna go off a couple days next week to go to a ceremony. It's like, I'll be out. And I get a call from HR. They're like, yeah, I thought I was gonna be in trouble. And they're like, where are you going? And I was like, oh, up north to a ceremony. Like, oh, another tribe. I was like, yeah, another tribe. Like, oh,
Yeah.
you coming back? I was like, yeah, I'm coming back.
What? they,
They weren't,
they're like, oh, we're gonna lose you.
yeah, they weren't there. They weren't calling to lecture me. They were calling like, oh. I was like, yeah, I'll probably come back. Yeah, just relax. Yeah,
Probably. Yeah, probably. I don't know. It depends if you make it worth my while, you
freedom.
know?
I love that, man. I love just like oh, that's nice. They're not calling to chastise. They're just calling to see if you're gonna stick around.
Appreciate.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, making sure they stick around. I wonder if do those tribes like they got little rivalries with each other, or
They're
like
super different. Yeah, I went to the
that.
conference and like some have money. You got a casino, you got some cash. You got like
Oh
gaming,
yeah,
that matters. And then some of them have other means of making, and then there's some broke ass ones for sure. And
yeah,
there is a
yeah.
hierarchy. Absolutely.
Well, we're your tribe. What's like their place in the hierarchy?
Upper mid in the state, they do
Upper
have a
mid.
big ass
Okay.
casino, but they're down south, isolated down
Mm,
south. That's their problem. If
yeah,
they were north, they would be so they've got a money make, but that's all they got. Like to me, I'm
yeah.
like, God, you should expand. Like, what if something happened? They're like,
So
no.
with the casino profits, does everybody get a cut? Like if
Yeah,
you're
but
part of the tribe, you get
they
a
get
cut.
dividends a couple times a year, I think 3 times, but it's not a lot. And
Okay.
there's other tribes apparently that get them way more often and get a lot more. Like in other states, like
Yeah.
Seminole
Sure, like
tribe is
Oklahoma and
Seminoles,
shit. Yeah.
they're banking. And then California
Really?
tribes apparently are the Utes with the Utah football, they're banking, like some tribes have
Wow.
money. Yeah.
Wow. Not yours.
Nah.
Do people live off the dividend?
I don't know how some of these people stay alive, in all honesty. I don't, I
Uh,
do not know the
Interesting.
poverty. Yeah, it's poor, po.
So you're driving around a lot, right? Like kind of going from place to place, a lot of driving in New Mexico.
I will this week, next week. Sorry.
What you go to tunes, man? What you listening to these days when you're cruising along?
Interesting. Today I went back to all the classics. I was listening to Hotel California,
Oh yeah,
Freebird. Like it's some
sure.
instrumental day, but lately it's no singing, just instrumental shit. Kind of
Always been a fan.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's good
I
cruising.
gotta say, like it's so interesting how like something can enter your life and radically change your tastes. One of the most influential musical moments in my life was living with you in West Palm Beach, and you had the satellite radio, and there was that channel,
Chill.
uh, Chill. Chill. I didn't know about Moby. I didn't know about Tycho. I didn't know about Bonobo. Like these classic guys I've listened to my whole life. Like I have some exquisite chill playlists, and it's all because of that chill station. It was fantastic. Top tier. Top tier. Totally changed my music chase just because I was listening to that satellite radio in your old Honda, you know? Like super influential. And there was a couple other good stations there too. Like it was always something good, you
You
know?
introduced me to Tycho. Saved me 1 or 2 times on drugs. She's like, I'm just gonna play Tycho, and therefore the demons cannot take me, and it
That
saved me. Yeah.
absolutely, man. Like that is a level of chill that it's top tier chill.
The-
Top tier chill.
I was watching this one porno and they had Tycho going. It was like a amateur one. This
What?
guy was watching his
Oh,
wife get banged, and then they had the Tycho going. I was like, "Oh man, this is a good couple." Yeah. I was like,
there, there was I was talking with my seniors. It's the last day of class, so you can talk about anything. Like I let down all the guards and stuff. And this one kid brought up music for sex, and we were all talking about it. And I was like, "Well, what's your song? What are you going to choose?" And he was like, "I am going to choose Staying Alive by the Bee Gees." That's the music he wants to fuck to. I was like, "What?" And then I was like, maybe that's low key cool. I don't know.
I don't know.
But he asked me and I showed him. I was like, I'll show you one. I showed him the Us by Movement. You remember
Oh
that?
yeah, Oh, that guy's voice.
Thinking it
Yeah,
over.
yeah, yeah.
The one that I want. Yeah, yeah, dude. Yeah, and they were amazed. They were like, "Oh, this is a black man music." I was like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what you do. You get out the soulful black man, and that does the magic." You know?
So there's
Yeah.
this chick that she messaged. She's mildly cute. She's got 3 kids. It's like her attempt to flirting it. She's nice. She's cute. She sends me messages. And like, oh, what'd you get for lunch? Oh, what music are you listening to? And she's like,
Okay.
what mu she got into music and she's like, let me she's like, what's your type? I was like, oh, it's good music, chill music. And she's like, she kept sending me songs. And I was like,
That's a way people communicate. Yeah.
yeah. And
Okay.
I go 5 out of 10, 5 out of 10, 6 out of 10.
Are you being honest?
Yeah. And
Okay.
I was like, look, this has to stop. I was like, this is obviously not working. You're
Yeah, you're
not,
mute.
it's not.
Insult somebody's music taste. Ooh.
And then I sent her mine, I sent her one of mine, which was exceptional. And she was like, oh, 5 out of 10. I was like, I don't believe you. I don't believe it. This
I don't believe
conversation's
you.
over.
Yeah, Chase
Yeah.
denies it.
There's no way it could have been. It was that Glass Beams. You know those guys, right? Where it's the instrumental. You have to know that.
I'm sure I'd know it if you played it for
It's
me, you
hypno.
know.
It's like a cult. It's fantastic. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's interesting. The older I get, the more I really disrespect the status quo opinion, right? It's funny you say that. So, like, I had two experiences this week uh, where I was engaging with very popular media. I played the latest God of War because it was on sale. You know God of War, right? Um,
The latest one's been years now, man, right?
yeah, but like they released one in like 2022 or something like that. It was on sale, so I was like, I'll play it, and it had great reviews, like all throughout, great reviews. Man, they were just wrong. Like I played to the end of this, and I was so disappointed. I was like, I'll never play this again. Like they ruined the story. They ruined who Kratos was.
Why?
They pussed out.
Oh,
So basically they've made Kratos, this is what they did to him. Like he's about to fucking, kill Thor and Odin all, and he says, "I choose peace. I choose not to kill. I will not sacrifice innocence. I will not do." And I was just like, "Do you know this character? Do you know this guy who he literally killed every single god, destroyed the whole universe, killed millions and millions of people. Like this guy is like he cannot escape who he is. You know what I mean? Like, and the whole game I've been killing people nonstop. I choose not to kill. I choose to be a god of peace. And you're just like, dude, just get out of my face with this shit.
It
You
it
know?
it, it sickens me and it permeates. I blame that energy on, and I think of the U.S. soccer team, how they just quit. You
Yeah.
quit after you're
Yeah.
gifted your best player. You just quit. I was like, wow, it's like a LeBron James disease that permeates throughout the culture. I was like, oh, it disgusted me.
Yeah.
Truly did, man.
So here's the other one. I saw it. Have you heard of this movie, Obsession? You heard of this movie? It's
I
like,
saw the preview. It looked so bad. It was so
oh
bad.
man.
I was like, I would never watch this. And somehow people are going to rave about this, maybe, probably. Maybe.
They're going crazy for it. Like all the teenagers in my school, they've all seen it. I had one kid, he's like, "You gotta watch it, Mr. Conrad, it'll blow your mind." And it just made me, it confirmed I'm really becoming just a grumpy old
No,
bastard.
you're not.
You
No, you're not.
know?
You're the only one
Because
that's sane, Dean. You're the only one.
it's like I was watching it and all I could think is this is just I can't. I can't. It's so stupid. It's so teenager. Like they're just everything in it was made for like little teenagers to lose their mind at. And like even the like crazy gore portions, I'm just like, ugh, did you have to go there? Like, was that necessary? Like, I was so over it. I was so like 20 minutes in, I was over it. I was just like, ugh. And when I got to the end, I was like, thank God it's over. Thank God it's over. That was an hour and a half. I'll never get back. Like I just feel myself
I can't do it.
really
I
just
would
not
think
giving a
less of
shit.
myself if I saw that movie. I would be disappointed in who I am as a
Oh,
person.
man. But you know what was great though? Watching it with William, we both bashed it for like 2 hours afterwards. We loved bashing it together, just saying they fucked up this,
Uh,
they fucked up that. It was so bad, and so that was
you
nice.
should have good opinions with Wu Yin. That would be a great YouTube channel. Go straight to the top,
All right.
man. Yeah.
He's always got a good perspective, man. Like I
You add
really
in some of
appreciate.
his art in there too. This is a selling point. Yeah.
Sure,
Yeah. Class.
sure. I was. So I've been drawing a lot, like because Boolean's like, you need to draw more and stuff. And I've been drawing moments from like my life, like just things that happen at school, and they always just turn violent, like me, like like with a chainsaw trying to kill teachers and stuff like that, and like just screaming at students and like just they're all just horrible, you know. But like, maybe there's some kind of I don't know. I feel like Eric Javor. That's what I feel like. I feel like I'm letting out the real internal demons, you know, that sort of thing.
I had a teenager today and she's so depressed over horribly stupid. It was just really wanted to
Yeah.
like shake her, and be like, "You're so fucking dumb." But she was like, "Yeah, I've been coping by playing The Last of Us 2. I'm just killing everyone as horrifically as possible." I was like, "Really?
I mean,
Tell
it's
me more about that." And honestly, we just talked about
uh,
ways to kill people and
brutal. Yeah.
all these horrible books with it's like this is a great way to cope. Just not hurting anyone, but just letting it out, all the violence on a video game. It's fantastic. It's a great chat.
I guess
Wrapped alive.
people gotta have something. But you know, even like the God of War, it's so brutal and stuff like that. And because of the story, I was just like, I
Ah,
don't
yeah,
even
it
want
still
to
kills
kill
you.
people yet.
Hey man,
I know.
have you ever been truly impressed by someone's intelligence? Not with knowledge, but it's like, wow, that's a really great move. Like,
Yeah. Oh, you mean strategic thinking?
yes.
I
It's so
have
rare. It's
seen
rare,
really
right? This is
intelligent.
rare shit, right?
I'm thinking, racking my brain here, but I'll be honest, I'm kind of struggling to come up with anybody strategic. I'm not those kind of people are not in my life.
Right. Yeah, they're not in my life
they're,
either.
they're above me.
They
They're
stay away
above.
from people like me and you. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
smarter than us. Strategically, they
I
stay
know
away.
smart people, like really smart people, but not that kind of smart. Not thinking 10 moves ahead kind of smart. You know
So
what I mean?
I had this client, he's an old client. He's like, yeah, I'm here because I think therapy's a good thing. I'm like, what's wrong with you? He's like, nothing. I just want to review my week. I'm like, this is interesting. Like, I've never heard
Oh,
anybody say
that's the
that.
client Chase has been waiting for his entire life.
Yeah, well, he
He's
was
been
great
lining
for
up all
6. He's rich, he's tall, he's done all, and then he comes back, and I've seen him a couple times, and this is the first time I've ever seen him. So he's like, dude, I got canned. My company got sold, and they canned me. And I got to
oh
make
shit.
money now. And he was a little flustered, but the way he mapped this out, he's like, I'm torn. I can get another job. I got connections, but I want to open my own business. I don't feel like I'm ready. I'm going back and forth. And I was like, dude, He's like, well, I've been scoping this company out for a while. It's an old couple. They want to sell it. I'm not too confident that I'm going to buy it. He's like, I'm going to call them and see if I can work for them for a year and just
Okay.
have them with the intention to buy it and show me every little in and out. And I'm like, you're 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 satiating both sides. You're taking the job and you're buying the bit. I've never seen anyone. I'm torn between two dilemmas. I choose both. And I was
Yeah.
just like, this guy is
Very
just
yin and yang, man.
steps ahead. He is
Yeah.
steps ahead, and he was at his best when his back was against the wall. I was like, these people
Mm.
should be studied. Like this DNA strain should be reproduced over and over again.
Oh, but see, that's the thing. I think it is a DNA thing.
I
I
think
think
so.
studying is pointless because I don't think you're ever going to be able to apply it to your own life.
No,
You
no, no.
know.
But I was like, that man should be breeding over and over again. Like
Yeah.
he was at his best, at his most stress.
I studied you know what, so historically, like I read a great book on Napoleon by Andrew Roberts and stuff. He was exactly like that.
Yeah.
just just planning perfectly every single aspect of France. Like he would do like 1 second he'd be like planning the grand strategy against Austria, and then the next, because it was just on his table, he'd be planning out like educational reforms for an all boys school in fucking Marseille, you know, or something like that. He was just one of those guys. He had to plan everything, everything. That was who he was to his core, you know. So there's just those kind of freaks out there, man. You know.
Such
But
a
in
such a
terms of actual real life, no, I've never met somebody like that. I was
such
thinking
a
about like my genius kids. They don't think like that.
no.
Like
What could we?
smart. They don't
Uh,
do that.
I would rather be tactical than fucking brutally intelligent. I think I would rather have that the ability to see it and to it's like, God damn, what a gift, man. What a gift.
I I every time I've played chess, it always occurred to me like I can think maybe one move ahead. One. You know, it is lit. My brain breaks if I go 2+. You know, and those people who can think like 5, 6, 7 moves ahead, no, 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 it's too. My brain cannot handle that, man. No way.
So I met that girl a while back, and it's been a task to like get her to text. Like in person, it's great. I got creative with some of my texts. Like I sent a little sign saying, "Hey, when we going out?" Like with like looking good. And she's like, "Oh, that's so cute. Let's make it happen. Let's make this happen." I'm like, "All right, let's make this
Uh-huh.
happen." And but she's been sometimes you text, she doesn't reply. Sometimes she does. I hate this. Like it's very inconsistent. And
I'm
then it
sure.
was yeah, and then it was like, okay, no, oh maybe, oh next week. And then it was just like I found myself like worrying about every word that I send. You know, like oh, I
Mm.
gotta say the right thing.
Change.
Yeah, man. And I was as chaste as possible. I was like, I can't read you. It's very
Yeah.
inconsistent, back and forth. You reach out whenever your ball's in your court. I was very proud of myself for saying that, but I was like, it was very hard because I was consumed by the beauty and the intoxication of the person, but inconsistency in a person will drive you insane. Like,
Yeah.
because there's so many things like, oh, is it me? Is it this? Am I too old? Am I this? Did I piss her off? And it's just like, you will spiral. And it's like,
Yeah.
you gotta cut this off, man. You can't
I
you can't communicate with people like this. There could be a lot of things
it's a
going on.
shame. See, technology has moved so fast that we never had time to like learn the rules of like communication with technology. There should be texting laws. You know what I mean? Like social norms. There are a lot of people I know who have no problem leaving a text hanging for an indefinite period of time. Like not an enemy, not a work thing, but just like a person. And there's no like intention behind I'm not answering. It's just like, yeah, I'll deal with that later. And then like 4 days later, they reply to you, shit like
Well,
that. That should be illegal. There should be a time limit on that shit. Like it should be like you've got 1 day and you must respond in that 24 hours. You have to. If you don't, there should be a fine.
well,
Like that sort of shit.
I'm all fine with you want to ghost somebody and not do the confrontation, that's fine. But to be inconsistent, to give hints and then be like, let's do it. Let's make this happen. Like, all right, when? Let's do this. No, no, maybe in a week or two. I'm like, okay, this is
Ghosting, I think, should be illegal. I think you have a social obligation to tell somebody I'm not interested. I
mm.
think that's a social obligation.
It takes a
You know,
stronger person, but it takes a more you know who you are. Like, no, this isn't for me.
yeah,
No.
yeah.
Yeah.
And as for the girl, I mean, I think there is a speaking of strategy, I think a standard American girl strategy is the tease. you know
Yeah.
like I think that is like 101. That's how the dating game works. You tease them, you make them work for it, you make them show that they're interested. That is the game they play you know
It was
so
interesting because I was sitting outside and my colleague came in. He's like, "You okay?" I was like, "Go away." I was like, "I don't want to talk about this," but he would made me feel weak. Like, oh, you're chasing, you're placating, you're kind of doing it. I'm like, I don't like
yeah,
this. I
you're
it
on the
like
hunt and the
it
rabbit is telling you what to do
it was not it made me it was so off-putting. I was just like,
yeah.
okay. I was so proud of my text. It was so straight up. It wasn't mean. It was like enough of this shit. Like I'm done with
Was there
this
anything
shit.
after the text?
No, nothing, never.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well then it's over.
Yeah,
That's
but it was just like this had to end. Like this could go on
yeah.
for weeks, like fuck
Yeah,
months.
well, you're absolutely right. Yeah, and I think that's kind of how relationships work
It's
in
disgusting.
the
If
heterosexual
that
world.
It's
Yeah,
disgusting, man. If that's how it works over here now, it's like this is insane, bro.
I
Absolutely
really do
insane.
think that if I was straight, I think I probably would have had a mental breakdown. And I really do. I think maybe I'd have killed myself.
I
Because
see it every day. I see it every fucking week. I see someone,
yeah,
oh, yeah, they went through my phone and found something that I text inappropriately. And now, I'm like, what? What are
yeah,
we talking about?
yeah. I couldn't do it. I don't think I could do it, man. It's just too much. I can't imagine having the dick of a Conrad, as horny as I was, especially all those years ago, and trying to keep it together. No, no, it would have been impossible. I would have been sticking it anywhere I could. you know, I'm sure that would have led to all kinds of probably be a couple little bastard deans all over the place.
I'm so
Not
grateful I don't have any or that I don't know about any. That maybe one day when some kid turns 18 and DNAs me, but
go back to Thailand, find a little half white, half Thai baby hanging around somewhere.
yeah.
Could be, could be. I did want to.
Hey, you went quiet, man. Your sound went out. Your sound.
Hello,
Oh, now you're back.
brother.
What were you saying? Sorry.
Can't hear me. Uh
Yes.
oh.
I hear you. What's up?
Hear you.
What's up?
No, we have some technical difficulties,
I
people.
hear you. I hear you.
You want me to keep talking?
You can't
Do
hear
you want
me?
me?
Yes.
I don't know what's
Dean, I
going
hear
on.
you.
Yep.
Everybody hears you, man. We hear you. We
You can hear
hear.
me?
Yes.
Oh, fuck. I don't know what's going on. Okay, just keep talking. Okay, I'll keep talking then. Yes, Chase. So basically, Graham Plattner is the senator from Maine, and the guy was really something special, man. He was tapping into that populist mentality. He was the first Democrat to possibly beat a Republican in a major Senate race in a state that usually always goes Republican. And he was looking promising. Like he was leading in the polls and all that sort of shit. Handsome, oyster farmer. Dude was incredibly charismatic. Had that kind of Mandani sort of thing,
Fuck
healthcare for
Mandani.
all, blah,
Fuck
blah, blah,
him.
all that sort of thing. Whatever the case, I respected his vibe because people were into the veteran oyster farmer, like I'm a real American sort of thing. Well, man, he got accused of rape this last week. I have never in my life seen a political assassination as quick as this. In 24 hours, he lost every endorsement. He was forced to get out of the race. He was destroyed. This guy who had all the power in the world, he was totally wiped off the face of the map. He denies the whole thing, and it's basically one woman, and it's her saying that like he misinterpreted a text. We were dating for 2 years. I told him I needed a glute massage. He was drunk, and he was like, "Great, I'll come over." And he forced himself on me. It's all her word. He's like, I told my therapist about it. The therapist refuses to make a comment. The therapist refuses to say anything, you know?
Smart. Smart.
And like it's over. It's over. And there's really no evidence about this. There's no texts. There's no Instagram messages. There's stuff about her contacting her friends and stuff like that. But man, I just couldn't believe it. Like there was nothing hard. There's no police report. There's nothing that can really confirm anything other than he said, she said, and he's done. It's just over. And I was like, wow,
Think,
they can wipe you out in 24 hours.
can
It,
you
it
hear me?
shocked me.
Can you hear me now?
Shocked me to see.
Can you hear me now?
I can't hear you, Chase. I have no idea what's going on, man.
You can't hear me? You can't hear nothing?
I know. I know. I don't. I guess it must be me.
What about now? Can you hear me
Um,
now?
how about I call? Let's. You stay in the meeting. I'll call back in. Okay.
All right.
I'll
Okay.
call back in.
All right.
Stay in the meeting.
Well, I guess it's just me and you, everybody, which is probably what you prefer anyway. Everybody likes hearing me talk over Dean. We all know that. But don't know anything about that senator. The girl situation really kind of flushed me, guys. Girls, whoever's listening. Bothers me. Why you gotta be so inconsistent? Why you gotta give me your fucking number and act like there's chemistry and then fucking play hard to get? Fucking hate that. I wish I was better at playing hard to get. I wish they came after me so I could play hard to get. I should be hard to get. Look at me. I'm beautiful. What made this week well was the doctor laughing. He's such a serious guy. It was his peak Chase moment. His peak. He was super serious, and I made him cry. He fucking he was crying in tears. He's like, I'm gonna send that guy to you. I'm gonna send him. Like, okay, all right. That would have been good. Okay, so that's a good moment. That was fun. All right, let's see if Dean's back. See if this makes a difference. He's slowly connecting, and he's still not connecting.
Can you hear?
Yeah,
Can
I
you hear
hear
me?
you. Yeah.
don't know what happened. You're coming in clear now. You
All
know,
right. I was gonna say with that uh
Platner and
Plattner.
Platner.
You remember
Yeah,
that crazy bitch that accused Trump of raping her? And
Gene Carroll.
yeah, I was watching a video that, and they're like, "What are you gonna do with all that money?" And she goes, "Oh my God, let's all go shopping. Let's go on a spending spree." I'm like,
Really? That's what you
"Yeah,
said? Wow.
yes," on a live TV interview. I'm
Wow.
like, "What? You're not supposed to say. You can't say that. Everybody knows you're lying now." It's amazing the power we still give women in this country. I'm waiting for a couple of laws, and this is what I'd do if I was president. If you're found that you have rape accusations and it's not true, you're going to jail, or it goes in the opposite. We can sue the shit out of you for sure. And the other thing I would do,
Yeah.
the other thing
Yeah.
I'd do is say, if uh, if a guy knocks you up and he doesn't want to have the kid, he can opt out. He doesn't have to pay shit.
Yeah.
You can have that kid. He doesn't have to pay though. He has to sign off on wanting responsibility for the kid. That's the other one I would. That's the other law I would do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm with you, man. So, do you see the Google Doc,
Of what?
the Google document of our topics?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Can you see her?
Who the fuck is this fat cunt? Nobody would have
That's the
sex
one
with
who.
her. Nobody would
That's
have
the one
sex
who
with her.
accused him.
Stop.
And he's like a
That's
handsome guy, like blonde hair, tall,
what does he
rugged.
say about it? Does he say he fucked her or not?
Totally denies it. He's like, it's all false. Everything is false.
Yeah.
He full denial. You know.
This is where
Um.
we're this is where we're at, man. Any woman can ruin your life anytime. I'm always aware of this. I am aware.
Damn. He was going places. He was gonna win.
Let me
I
tell
really believe like he was and he's wiped out. One day, wiped out.
2 weeks ago, I had a chick come in who was mildly attractive, the last client of the day. And my colleague calls me, it was the end of the day. He's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna stick around." I was like, "Why?" He's like, "Because I wasn't done with the session." He's like, "I'm not gonna leave you alone with her." And then she left. But I was
Uh,
talking to him after. I go, "I appreciate that because
Thank you. Yeah,
that
that was a
bitch
bro move right
that
there.
bitch
Yeah.
could have been like, "Oh, Dr. Chase touched me or undressed me with his eyes," and that would have been it for me. That could have been it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Maybe you should tell him you're gay. Just say like, yeah, I'm gay. Just so you know, gay, 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 gay. Just
Trans, suck dick. Yeah.
yeah,
I cut my dick
yeah,
off many
yeah.
years ago. Yeah.
Really though, I mean, what other insurance do you have against that stuff? You're working with unstable people. I would not be surprised at all if you get called out for something you did nothing about,
It's,
you
it's,
know?
it's amazing people. I feel like we're missing something of this story. Is there something else? Is there a Nazi tattoo? Did I hear this
Yeah.
somewhere or something like that?
So everybody, all the establishment hated this guy, hated him because he was anti-establishment. Like all Chuck Schumer, Hakeem Jeffries, Elizabeth Warren,
He's
they
a
all hated
Democrat or he's a Republican? Which one is he?
Democrat, Democrat.
Okay.
You know, uh, but they never wanted him. They refused to endorse him. They like all this sort of stuff. But he won. He won the primary. He beat the establishment guy and stuff like that. And there was a previous stories of like women who said like, he was kind of a drunk and blah blah. He was like PTSD from Iraq and all that sort of shit, whatever. But anyways, like, who knows it? Maybe it's true. Maybe it's totally true. We don't know. That's the point. Like there's no hard evidence proving anything. And it's just one of those things. I just was amazed. This guy was the center of the Democratic universe 2 days ago, and now he's been wiped out. He doesn't exist. He
I
he does not exist. It's shocking. I've never seen it so quick and so vicious.
what blows my mind even more is why would you ever want to run for
Uh,
politicians? I mean, this is like, especially on the Democratic side. I mean, you have to be
Power.
absolutely no. It's an insane. It's insane. You are off in your head. It's just like I don't get it. And you feel passionately.
Yeah.
I don't think we've talked about this before. I don't think I've ever felt passionately about a cause my entire life. Nothing. Nothing.
Right.
Nothing has
Right.
evoked like I would go protest. I'm like, nah, nothing. It's not in me. Don't have it.
It it just makes me. If it is, Marjorie Taylor Greene thinks that it was a hit job. She says she doesn't believe it at all. She's tweeted that out. She's like, I know what a political hit job looks like,
Is this the
and
bitch
that's
that
what
turned
this
on
was.
Trump? What do I
Yeah,
know?
the blonde girl from
You can't.
Georgia.
This is the thing. You can't be changing sides like this, man. It's just like the same thing
Yeah.
with JD Vance. Like, I hate Trump now. I'm like, shut up, JD. I don't trust
Right.
anything you say. Shut the fuck up.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, okay, I'll hard change of topics here. I got a question for you, Chase. How often do you deal with sexually frustrated men?
People do not bring up sex. And
No, interesting.
it's
Okay.
it's they do not. They are very guarded. You have to probe for that. And when I do, it's not
Right.
pleasant. And I don't
So
I've chosen not to. Yeah.
this
But
is interesting.
it's rampant. Rampant.
I heard a fascinating lecture on this, and it was kind of a debate between a feminist and a not an anti-feminist, but somebody who disagreed with the feminist, right? And there was this long conversation about male potency, right? And this idea that kind of the foundation of a lot of modern problems between the sexes is like um the lack of male potency and women shaming male potency, you know? The idea that a man can't sexually satisfy a woman and the fear of not being able to sexually satisfy a woman, right? Um, and this idea of like the penis, right? Is the penis this kind of this cruise missile, this I'm gonna fuck the shit out of you sort of thing, or is it like this kind of pathetic part of the human body that actually we feel ashamed about, you know? And like it's actually quite vulnerable and quite sad sometimes, you know? And like these are actually underlining things that are vibrating in every relationship. And people don't talk about it, but it's there. The idea of maybe I'm not potent enough to please my woman, or maybe the woman thinking he's not good enough to please me. And whether it's true or not, the fear of that is underneath everything.
Whose
What do you make of that?
whose fucking theory is this?
A feminist and a guy we're going back and forth on it.
Yeah, this is like dramatized version of it. Now, what I have seen is
Hmm.
impotence has gone up dramatic, and they only hinted it very quickly. And
Right,
it's because the psychological side of life has become so complex. Like men are unbelievably vulnerable to psychological shit now. Like women
right.
are fucking evil. Evil fucking shit that they have done to men about just debasing, shaming, and
Yeah,
it takes one bad get in your head once as a man, that plumbing downstairs might not work. Like that's it. That could be as simple as that.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I have seen shame, guilt, all that shit build up in various types of men, all types of races, and you wouldn't see that a long time ago. So that is a real thing. But everything you just described, I don't know what the fuck you just
It
described.
was fascinating. Another thing they talked about, did you know that rape fantasies are are relatively common amongst women?
Yeah,
Did you know
sure,
that?
sure.
But
Power
and
power dynamic is the most. It's the top fucking
yeah, that
stuff.
was really interesting to me. So
That
like this
that shocks you,
the
really.
feminist the feminism girl was like, this is because of Hollywood and video games.
Yes.
And this guy says, no, I think that this is has I think that's really demeaning to say that Hollywood has this kind of power over you. He's like, I think that this is something that's always been a part of women.
You
It's
find
like
feminists, you will find a woman begging to be pounded out by a guy. I mean, that is the ultimate fantasy for them. Yeah, the
it is
empowerment
interesting.
is that they would look for the contrast almost always.
So again, but it kind of gets to this idea of potency because rape implies the ultimate potency, right? It can't be controlled
But this
because it's so potent. You know
we
what I mean?
we can't act like this is a pandemic type thing. Like I don't know about you, but for me,
Oh,
I'm very
oh,
mood congruent. If I'm kicking ass in life, I am kicking ass in the bedroom. If I
okay,
suck at life, if I feel down, I feel weak, feel
okay.
powerless. Like I'm consistent, but a lot of people are divergent. It's the
But
opposite.
I notice you're talking about things like purely from your perspective,
But
right?
I say
In
that because I
in a
don't see a
sexual
consistent.
relationship,
I don't see a
in a
consistency. I don't see a consistency ever. I've never seen a consistency with the sexual shit. The
but
variants are unbelievably dramatic.
what I'm saying is like your potency is in your realm, right? Does the woman influence the potency? You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, could a woman destroy your potency?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I mean, psychologically,
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
psychologically, she absolutely could. Yes.
I don't know, man. I was really fascinated by this because I do think a lot. of the like the most basic, like if you get really dig down, I don't know, man. I think a lot of people are that potency thing is something people I think they meditate on it at a deep, 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 deep level. Like I'm not man enough to please a woman, you
Really?
know.
Really?
I don't know.
Why do you say
It
that?
stuck with me. I was thinking about that, you
Yeah, why
know,
do you say that? Because I don't know about that. Why?
because I know so many weak men, you know, like really fundamentally weak men, you know, and I see them like adopting femininity. I see them, you know, kind of rejecting masculinity. And I think it's because they cannot, I think they've lost the ability to express the ultimate form of masculinity, which is fucking, you know,
I would agree. I
it's,
would agree with that. I would agree
you
that
know,
that only the top men are having the opportunities or most of the
yeah.
opportunities. Yeah.
If you're not fucking, then are you really a man? You know what I mean? Like if you're not having sex, if you're not spreading your seed, then you're kind of missing your biological function, like at a fundamental level. You know
I
what I'm
think
saying?
if you've never ever fucked, I could see how that could manifest and
Yeah, but
fester.
what if you can't? Like what if what if like you tried fucking and you know you got laughed at, you know? And maybe you couldn't come. Maybe that's even worse. You know, you got the opportunity, but you dropped the football pass, Chase. You know, like they threw you the ball and you dropped it. You know, and now you have to switch your role. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, I wonder if these fundamentals are there. I could be totally wrong. I just thought it was interesting.
I don't know. There's such variant, but I will say this: the variant of the power dynamic is all toward the women now. Every single ounce of it is. If you're even a mediocre chick, a six. I remember in Hawaii, I was talking to this chick. She was maybe on a good day a six. Oh yeah, I'm
Yeah.
getting flying over Kauai, Honolulu. I'm like, you? Like I remember, like maybe I said that too loud. Like it's like you. The options you have as a mediocre woman are staggering. A
Oh
decent
yeah.
looking woman are unbelievable. As a beautiful woman, you have billionaires hitting you up. As a man, if you're average, decent, even halfway good, like you need to be attractive
Yeah.
and a producer. Like, so the vast majority of men, you are correct, have no prospects. They're never going to get any. And what happens to them? I think a lot of them break. A lot of them get feminized. A lot of them get
Mhm.
confused
Mhm.
sexually. God knows what goes on there. I don't want to find out. But the power
See,
dynamic has been
I don't know,
fucked
man.
ever since the pandemic.
I think there might be something to this. I know a lot of like because I'm gay, you meet the people on the line, you know. But like that girl earlier, she was telling me about her kid because I'm gay. You know, she just assumes like, you know, because you're gay, you'll understand I dress my son as a girl, you know, and all that sort of stuff. But I like I was kind of I meet a lot of these people and there's
It's just
something
it's sick. It's sick. This is what
I'm
happens.
saying though that I think that there is a sort of there's some kind of something is altering at a very fundamental level at the brain chemistry level. You know what I mean? And I don't know, man. I think coming when you get right down to it, that's the baseline. You know, I don't know. Could be, could be.
I think that eventually all fades out. I mean, families are fading, but the stimulus out there is so great. You can get off to fucking anything now. All
That's
types of
true.
weird shit. So it's gotten so far beyond normal that I think a lot of guys
Yeah.
struggle to come to
The
anything
population decline is real. It is
anything that's
absolutely real.
remotely normal, but they got
Yeah.
into that because they don't
Yeah.
have a shot at anything normal. Average looking dude does not have a shot at an average looking girl anymore. It's just doesn't
Hmm.
happen. Your odds are not in your
Well,
favor.
Chase, yeah, I bet there's a couple nice fat Christian girls there around you that make you a happy man,
Got
you
an
know?
exit strategy, brother. That's not happening. Ain't no
All
way.
right, fair enough, fair enough. Should we call it there or should we keep going? What do you think?
Did you want to talk about Thomas Jefferson? See, you said something.
Well, I do love Thomas Jefferson. Oh, it was interesting. I heard somebody today. It was a big, long discussion about, you know, Thomas Jefferson and slaves. because he was
This is back when the
publicly,
times were good. He was fucking the shit out of his.
yeah,
That's
but
exactly what I would do. Yeah,
here's the thing. He was publicly anti-slavery. Like he fully declared it an
because
open
he
sin
had a
against
bunch of
God and
slave
man.
kids, man. Right?
And he had
Yeah.
hundreds of slaves, hundreds and hundreds, and all that. But here's the thing. Like, so this guy argued, like, so what's the deal here? Why does he publicly say it's wrong, but he keeps them all? And yeah, he's fucking Sally and all that sort of stuff. But here's what this guy argued. He said, so Monticello, right?
Yeah. It's where Virginia is
Monticello.
at, right? West University of Virginia.
Monticello is what you and me have always dreamed about, Chase. He built his own little world. He built his own little paradise. He built his perfect house. He had his perfect land. He had all the things he loved. And if you've ever been to Monticello, is actually amazing. I think everybody should go see it. It's one of my favorite things in America. And because you see, like, he really built his own kingdom there. It was just everything was just how he wanted it. You know what I mean? The only way that dream, that ideal, the perfect compound, the perfect home, that was everything he believed in. And the only way he could maintain it, the only way he could make it happen, especially because of how much in debt he was, slaves. So he made the call. I can choose between maintaining the ideal idea or my ideal home. He chose the home. And I think he was right. I think at the end of the day, he was like, I'm not gonna get rid of my paradise. I've built my paradise. I'm fuck it.
You make
I'm
the
not gonna.
system work for you. If you have achieved enough to build your own personal paradise, you do what it takes
Yeah.
to preserve it. Absolutely. That's a great life.
I
Good life.
respect him for it. I kind of like not listen, it was wrong to have slaves, but
No
I
way. Why is it
respect
wrong?
the idea he lived his dream.
I don't
He
get
lived
it.
his
If
dream.
it's
You
if
know
it
what I
was
mean?
legal and everybody had them, he freed them all when he could. He fucking bred a lot of them too. So it's like, what's the
Yeah, he
point?
was breeding them himself. He was breeding them himself. And by the way, she was 14.
Oh, I
14.
didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty rough. Pretty rough.
Times were different back
It gets
then.
murky. Gets murky with Jefferson for sure.
Yeah,
But
I,
yeah,
I I hate that when people are like, "Oh, it's right. Oh, we have to say that it's wrong." I'm like, first off, it's a time period everybody had, and we dismissed it. We've moved on from it. It's just, I hate this. I fucking cannot stand the morality stance before you discuss a topic.
yeah.
This is wrong. This person is evil. I'm like, shut the fuck up, man. Just like
It
it's posturing before we even say anything serious, so it
I
negates everything.
totally respect what he did is what I dream of doing. Like I want to build a
Utopia?
compound.
A
Yeah.
compound. Yes,
Yeah. Yeah.
absolutely.
I don't care about the rest of the world. I just want my own little
Shit.
one,
Shit.
and that's it. Like there's all these examples of Jefferson too. Like, he's the president. He's doing all kinds of important things. But like every now and then, like basically once a year, he just says, "Fuck it, I'm done," and he just goes off to Monticello, and they don't see him for months.
I
He's just like, "I'm out. I'm out. I'm going back to Monticello." Like he just says, "Fuck it, I'm going." You
Wouldn't that be
know?
beautiful? Be beautiful,
Yeah.
man. That's a beautiful dream to have enough money to be like, I don't want to do this real world shit anymore. Bye.
Yeah.
See, I got enough money
Yeah.
to say, fuck, that's my
He
dream.
went to Monticello. By the way, he was in debt up to his eyeballs, and he just kept spending, and nobody ever called him on it because he was Jefferson. They were like, "Well, we can't really make Thomas Jefferson pay his debt," so he was like, "All right, I'll keep winning," that sort of thing. So, it
Great
is what it
man.
is.
It's great
A
man.
great man. I'm glad that we got some good Americans there. Like some ones to remember.
I was really
It's good
proud of
stuff.
Trump when he fucking did that backdoor deal to get that player in for the game. I was like, well, it's fuck. I love this. I love the shady
Yeah, if only
shit.
it made a fucking difference.
But I love the fact that he
Yeah,
made that happen. I'm like, FIFA's so corrupt and he knew it and he made it happen. It made me like
so
appreciate
corrupt.
Trump so much more. Like, thank you,
I
Trump.
will. I forget. There's a little thing. Did you see the Egyptian game, Egypt versus Argentina? Did you see that?
I saw the highlights. It was bizarre. They had a goal and they called it back, and I didn't understand it.
They all say it was corruption.
It's
They
it's,
all
it's
say it
so
was
corrupt.
corruption.
You know who's
Yeah,
gonna win. It's all
because
scripted.
they want Argentina. They want Argentina to go in there. Way bigger. Like you want Messi in the final. You want them in Egypt. Fucking Egypt. Who's gonna watch Egypt? You know what I mean? Like, so they say that they totally intervened, and I watched it. I was like, that
Dude,
is
they
you
scored
call
this.
that
They had this
bad?
goal. I was like, I still don't understand why they call it. Oh, he pushed it. I'm like, no, he didn't. You're fucking full of
Yeah.
shit. Yeah.
That I think it's totally corrupt. I
It's so fucking
absolutely
corrupt.
believe
They
that,
could,
man.
they probably would have tried to make it corrupt for the U.S., but they were like, you guys suck so much, we couldn't help you. Sorry.
It's interesting. Like when you're so corrupt and everybody knows you're corrupt, and the corruption just happens, and because you have the reputation for being corrupt, people just accept it.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of how Trump is. Like Trump, they're just like, well, I mean, it's Trump, like,
I
it
think
just
that's I think
works,
that's the funnest
And
part. If I was Trump, I'd be like, nah, man, I'm not, nah, man, I didn't do anything. Nah, I didn't pay him
have you
anything.
seen that? Did you see how much he made off the cryptocurrency, the Trump coin?
I'm so happy for him, man. I really am.
Everybody who invested in it lost money, but Trump is now like a multi-billionaire. And he got asked about it, and he's like, sir, how do you explain making all this? And he's like, do you have a 401k? How's your 401k doing? Fantastic, right? Well, that's because of me. Like he just totally avoids the question, totally goes, and then he just move on. You're just like,
I'll
oh my
say
God,
this before we go, man.
this guy, is such a bullshitter. It's great,
He was dead in the water. He lost. He was out.
Yeah,
And you know what they decided to do? Let's try to fucking put him in jail and ruin his life forever.
yeah,
Let's go after his
yeah.
family. And I was like, dude, all you had to do was just let him go walk off to the sunset. But you pissed everybody off. You pissed him
Yeah,
off. And now he's coming
yeah.
back for revenge. And he's putting out Mimi coins. He's putting out shoes and
See,
making money. I'm like, good fucking Trump, go for it,
I
brother.
will say this, man. Like that Graham Plattner thing. I really do believe this is the problem with the Democrats. Graham Plattner should have fought like Trump. He should
No,
have gone
they can't.
balls
They're
to the
too weak.
wall.
They're too woke. They're disgusting people. You
He's
never
got
can
an issue with
respect a
potency.
Democrat.
He's
You
got a
cannot.
potency issue. Like, couldn't satisfy the women.
That's that it.
Fundamentally. What if that's the fundamental? What if
They
we get right down to the scientific? Republicans can satisfy, and Democrats they're not. They can't
a
satisfy.
Democratic man is built to yield. Like, oh, let me
Yeah.
pull out before I nut. That is their mentality, man. Yeah. Yes. Facts.
I believe in edging. Edging is the Democratic.
Dude, I had a guy I counseled for. Talked about edging. You need to stop that. You got to stop this, bro. Like, it's like, seriously, you got to stop talking like this. Just rub one out occasionally. Like, this is insane. I have,
I never understood the feel of it. I
it's,
never understood.
you,
That's what
you,
you want to do?
you're rubbing against it to the point to get stimulated, but you don't get off. They get this, like, I got to contain the semen. I'm like, dude, let one out occasionally. Like, it'll keep you stable. Like, you would
Why?
see
What's
these.
the theory? Why contain it?
Because it's healthy. It builds up chi or
Is
some
it?
bullshit. Like, no, man, it's all theoretical. But like to me, it's like, dude, occasionally rub one out will keep you stable. If you fucking wait and wait and wait, yeah, you can have a massive orgasm, but some fucking four is gonna walk your path, cross your path, and you're gonna think she's like an eight, and you're gonna do something
Well, I
stupid.
will. It is true that if you delay, you can come like a maniac. But you know what? The real thing that gets you to come is being turned on like crazy.
Yes, yes.
Like just being insanely
But
turned. That's enough.
but
That's enough.
obsessing over maintaining your nut is to me is absolutely insane.
But
It's a
do you see what's
waste of
going
energy.
on here? It's potency. They want to be potent.
They are obsessed with it. They are constantly obsessed with. They think it gives them
I don't know,
something.
man. I
But
think they may have been onto something.
nah, man, I don't live in that world, man. You can
All
evolve out of
right.
that world. The sex life can be very casual and it can work normal and it can function normal if this lets go of the obsession of it. If you're just like, yeah, when I get turned on, I like to fuck, and occasionally I rub one out. That's it. That's all you need. When you start overthinking it, you go into la la land. La la land, man.
All
Like it
right.
gets
Fair enough.
insane.
Fair
Yes.
enough. Fair enough. On that incredible depth, let me call it there. Yeah.
Incredible depth is right.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you for listening to the Divine Brothers podcast. We will see you next time. Bye bye.